Good Wednesday morning, and God, I thank you for the opportunity just to say, God, I thank you. I want to start this morning with a question. Have you ever bet on yourself? And in the process of betting on yourself, if you did, gave yourself no option to fail or quit? Something to think about, and I want to walk into what I want to really discuss with you today. I didn't have a chance to listen to the monologue of Jimmy Kimmel last night, but I heard some of it, and I'll listen to the rest later. But he said something that motivated me to talk today. And that what he said was, it's not about his show, but it's about the ability to have that type of show without worrying about someone stopping. America. I'm talking today to Americans, not black Americans, not white Americans, red, yellow. I'm talking to Americans. Not Americans that think differently. All Americans. Not Americans that want to love who they choose to love. All Americans. Imagine this. America. Our America. We are officially an oppressed nation. Who would have ever thought that we would be able to say that? Now, some will choose to disagree with what I just said, and I'm okay with that. But just keep paying attention. I think eventually you're going to get on board and you're going to see exactly what I'm saying. America and oppressed. But we're in a place as Americans, not the politicians, but the normal, everyday Americans, the 99%. We're in a position that we can change the narrative. And we can change the narrative with one way only. We come together as Americans and we decide how we want this, our America, to be. We've got to stop allowing ourselves to be guided, pushed, pulled in the places that in most cases we have no idea where we're going, but because we've allowed ourselves to be consumed with separation. And this is how we're being defeated. We're separated. This ain't about Democrats, Republicans, independents. This is about Americans. We're being manipulated, there's that ugly word, into falling in line behind people who are taking us places we ain't got no business going. Follow this. Gerrymandering. That's an ugly word also. Even the word itself is just ugly. And this is what the conversation is amongst the states, the government from the top, and we're getting caught up in it. But here's how you can defeat what they're wanting to do based on the gerrymandering. It doesn't matter how they restructure anything, because this is not about a Democrat, a Republican, or an independent. This is about what's right for our America. When it comes time to vote in the midterms, you're going to have an opportunity to vote for either a Democrat or a Republican. It doesn't matter about the gerrymandering, which is what they're trying to do to kind of make the playing field in favor of one compared to the other. If you do not feel that who's doing what's been done is working, regardless of who you are affiliated with or who you think you side with, decide what is best for this country and vote that way. Because we're headed down a bad path that's not beneficial to any of us that are Americans. So they can do whatever they want to do, but we can stop them by coming together as Americans. Period. No more, no less. Now, here's where it gets fun. If things change and the other side becomes in charge and they see what has happened, and this is going to be the telltale sign, and they have control, then they need to go in and fix all of the loopholes that have been exposed and make sure it can't be reopened no matter what. Because if it's not fixed, what we're dealing with now, we will deal with again. And the most important part, this time is one side. Next time it can be the other side, because what's good for the goose is always going to be good for the gander. Put a stop to it when the control is given back, if we're really that important. Because it's not about the Democrats, it's not about the Republicans, it's about the Americans. And what are we going to do about it when the opportunity is given for it to be fixed? We're in control. Oppressed America. Who would have thought? But we're living in it. And again, it's all about perception. And something tells me, if you can't see it now, keep living. We ain't seen nothing yet. Be blessed on this Wednesday. Give thanks on this Wednesday. And realize, as a American, we can fix this problem. And stop getting caught up in the words, gerrymandering, all that. It doesn't matter. Go to the polls and vote based on what you know needs to be done. And let's vote based on being an American, not being a Democrat, not being a Republican, not being an independent. Let's get away from that, at least for the moment, until we can get this thing back in order and fix it. Because it's getting out of hand and it's going down a slope that ain't helping none of us. 99, talking to you, and you hear me, and you know who you are. Take care.